How's the job hunting going?
Not great. There doesn't seem to be many jobs going. I check the paper every week and there's nothing.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to do. My Uncle Charlie thought he might be able to take me on at the shop, but that's fallen through. If I don't find anything soon, I'll see if I can get a place at college, but I'd far rather be earning money. I want to start saving up for driving lessons and maybe get a car next year. Well, I'm going to get something to eat. You coming?
Sorry?
I said, I'm going to get something to eat. You coming?
Nah, I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
What? Who? Why?
I'm your personal job advisor. My name is Jordan. And why am I so small? Evil witch, curse, the usual story. Now help me down from here.
How?
Enough of the questions. Just stick your hand out. Now lower me down. Gently now. That's better. Didn't you know that many employers don't place newspaper adverts because of the cost, and they use online services instead? For example, if you're looking for a job with a council in Scotland who are often the biggest employers in the area, or the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service, then you're more likely to find one through this website called MyJobScotland.gov.uk.
But I don't want to be a firefighter. And aren't council jobs all like refuse collection and clerical work?
Not at all. These are just some of the jobs you can do with the council. Everything from archaeologist to youth worker.
But you would probably need qualifications or experience for many of these jobs.
Yes, perhaps, but you can search for apprenticeships too on this site.
Right, that sounds good. It says I have to log in or register. Do I need to do that to look for jobs?
You can search without registering, but you need to register to apply for a job. It's dead easy. Fill in your details, you'll get an email with a link to click, and that's your account activated. I've got one set up already, so we can use that. Going to click on that tab for me. You'll see there's hundreds of jobs available across Scotland. You can type in a keyword into the search bar or go straight to the category of a job, like engineering or construction.
What about looking for jobs locally? I'll probably be staying with my parents until I can save up for my own place.
That's simple. Click on advanced search. I said, click on advanced search. Never mind, I'll do it myself. You can click on your local council or search by job category. You thought you might be interested in an apprenticeship, so you would choose Modern Apprenticeship Trainee from here. Now, I'm obviously so totally awesome at this web stuff, so I choose Media and Design. Here's a job I fancy. Make sure you read the job specification and any other additional information the employer has provided, as you'll need to refer to them later. Hit apply now and you'll be taken to the first page, which you'll have to read and thoroughly understand before continuing. The next page is all your personal information, so make sure this is all current and correct. If you move house, change mobile number or email address, make sure you update this in your account details or employers won't be able to get in touch with you. At each stage, you can save the application and come back to it later if you need to. And if you haven't filled in any of the sections marked with the red asterisks, you won't be able to submit the application. On this next page, you'll need to have all the required information to hand. So a list of your qualifications, the subjects and the results you got, the same with any jobs you've had. You'll need the details of the employer and the dates.
Do I put all my qualifications in one box?
No, one at a time, then click Add Another to create any extra boxes. Next, any memberships and any other courses you've undertaken. And finally, references. 2 are normally required. Usually you're asked for a reference from previous employers. However, as someone who hasn't worked before, references from school or from clubs are okay.
Oh.
If we go on to the next page, you'll see that this employer is quite specific about the references they require. Now this section on relevant skills, knowledge and experience is possibly the most important, and that word relevant is the key. Don't just write down everything you think of in a big list. Use the job profile as a guide and explain how each thing you mention relates to the job you're applying for.
This seems like a lot of work. Does it really matter that much?
You really need to spend time in this section, as this is where you can show the employer all the qualities you have that make you ideal for the post. It's sometimes hard to see those things in ourselves, so ask friends and family what they think.
Oh, like when I helped my Auntie Maureen set up her online dating profile. It's kind of the same, isn't it?
Well, kind of. Your goal is to get an interview. How else is an employer going to see what you're like as a person if you don't get that face-to-face meeting? Your job application is crucial to getting that interview, and you can't afford to mess it up. Watch this.
Lots of applications here, I see.
So how many can we invite for interview?
Not too many. We need to be ruthless and only pick the best. Any that don't make the grade, you know what to do.
Let's make a start then. Let's see. This one has incomplete contact details. We'd love to invite you for an interview, but we can't contact you.
Full of spelling mistakes. Ain't nobody got time for that.
This one hasn't filled in the section on relevant skills, knowledge and experience. Well, if you can't be bothered to tell us about yourself, we can't be bothered to interview you.
Listen to this. Getting this job would be great. GR8.
Hashtag epic fail.
You're not getting an interview.
Soz. This one hasn't mentioned any relevant experience. Guess what? You won't be experiencing an interview with us anytime soon.
Hold on, wait a minute. This looks promising. All the sections are filled out. The spelling is correct and in proper sentences. And you've written a good outline of the relevant skills, knowledge and experience and have related them back to the job profile. They would be ideal for this post. Gosh, I'm getting quite emotional.
Do you think you might?
Yes, I think I will. I think I'll invite them for an interview.
They were mean. Surely not all recruitment officers are like that.
Maybe not, but you can see the problem. So we're going to make sure your application is not cast aside. Hold on. Achoo!
Oh, sorry.
You've changed.
Oh, not again. That keeps happening. Part of the whole witch's curse thing. Well, at least I'm a girl again. That was horrific. Anyways, what was I saying?
In the video they mentioned relevant experience. I've never had a job, not even a paper round.
But there are bound to be things you do that are relevant. Look! You're a dancer. Performing in front of hundreds of people shows confidence. You take part in national competitions, which shows you work well under pressure. You coach other dancers, which shows you've taken on a mentoring and training role. Playing rugby shows the ability to work as part of a team. In this case, they're the captain, which shows they've taken on a leadership role. Having to turn out for early morning training sessions shows dedication and commitment, which an employer would be interested in. And these two are part of the student council, which means they take part in making decisions that will benefit the school. All experience that would be useful to a potential employer.
Right, I'm doing my Duke of Edinburgh award. Would that be relevant?
Duh, of course it is. Think about all the elements of that and see what bits might relate to the job you're applying for. Don't just copy and paste the same information into each application. Look at the job profile or essential criteria and tailor what you write to relate to that particular job.
So, can I apply for more than one job at a time?
Yeah, but it's best to go through the whole process with a single application first and submit that before starting multiple applications. You can save these at any stage and you get an email reminder if a closing date is approaching and you haven't completed an application. You can also check which live applications you have by going to your account details. The rest of this page and the one after is mostly legal stuff and questions to ensure everyone applying is treated equally and fairly. You still need to read these carefully and answer accurately. Then we're on the final page. It's probably a good idea to save the application at this point, then go back and review everything before clicking on submit. Even leave it for a day or two and come back with a fresh head.
Whoa, that's a lot to take in, but it seems doable.
So the next stage is to get yourself registered on the site, collect all the information you need, find a couple of referees, and then start applying for jobs.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. I would never have known.
Who are you talking to?
No one. Let's go.
Okay.
Good luck.
Have you heard of this website, MyJobScotland?
No, what's that about?
It's really easy to use.